Yo, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, sorry. My finger's in the way of the camera there. Once again, I'm not recording this on a tripod for some reason. Great. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Day 21. Hell yeah. So, yesterday I did my walk up a hill, which is kind of nice. And today we're going to be doing a lifting day. So, I'm going to do cardio at the end, but we're going to start off with just like some regular lifting. It's going to be chest, triceps, and some shoulder work. I'm excited. I haven't lifted in a little while, so it should be fun. Hopefully my bench is still decent. Okay. I'm not going to go for a PR on anything today. I just want to lift just for stimulation's sake. I don't want to try and gain any strength right now. So, more sets and higher reps with lower weight. That's my plan for today. There's going to be a lot of video time in the gym, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to bring my tripod with me to try and get as much content as possible for you guys. And we're going to just see how it goes. So come with me. We got a lot to do today. Let's get to the gym. I'll see you there. I'll see you guys there. I'll see you guys there. All right, sick. All right. So let's get into the actual lifting that I was doing. So for today, it was all hypertrophic lifting. If you see, my reps are super controlled on the way down, super slow, super controlled. And I tried my hardest to explode as fast as I could on the way up. This first set that you guys are seeing right now is with, I think that was a 55-pound set. So it was a 45 and a 10-pound plate on each side. So, not the most, but for me, it was pretty good with the control that I was doing. A slight pause at the bottom and explode on the way up. So this is my last set of the exercise, and this set in particular, I went to absolute failure. If you see, I only have 35-pound plates on the end there, but I am very slow and controlled. Okay, look at this. Look at how slow that bar comes down. I'm keeping my eccentric as slow as I can, and I barely make it up there. Even make a little friggin' sound there. And this rep right here, bring it all the way down, pushing, can't quite get it up. Maybe I could have, but I was already quite destroyed, so. The rest of this workout is pretty simple. It's a lot of isolated movements like tricep push down and some stuff I didn't record because it's just awkward positioning. But from here on out, I'll just try and make a nice little montage for you guys to watch. We'll see how that goes. Cardio time. My least favorite. I say that wanting to run a marathon. That's the end of the workout. Yo, what's up, Blobber Gang? Forget that. I just finished the workout. Woo! That was actually fun. I enjoyed that workout quite a bit. I always love lifting. I'm slowly learning, and I already knew this, I won't lie, that I'm naturally much better and more built for lifting in like heavy weights and stuff like that than I am for long distance endurance training and for something like running a marathon, which is one of the reasons why I decided I wanted to try and run a marathon. Because while I did enjoy lifting weights, it felt like I wasn't. Well, it kind of almost felt too easy to just to go in there and continually lift, and then, like, you know, I felt like I was gaining a lot of numbers and stuff like that without really needing to try very hard, which is fun and all, but I also really wanted to try something, like try really hard to do something. So what better thing to try and do than to run a friggin' marathon when you know you're not built to run a marathon? So But I still do really enjoy lifting. It's something that I've enjoyed pretty much for my whole life. So today was very fun. I got to go in there, do a whole push day, which is awesome. I love push days, and I really went hard. It was like most of the time on my push days, they're very like heavy push days. I push a lot of weight around, and that's one of the ways I love to train. But today I tried something different. I tried going like with lighter weights, really slow, and controlling the eccentric of each like exercise. So for bench, for instance, I had like my heaviest I went was 55 pounds on each side, and I was bringing it down. It was like a 2-second eccentric, and then as explosive as I could on the way up. It wasn't always as fast as I could, but I tried my best, and man, that killed. That was horrid. Not hard, horrid, like horrible. It kind of sounded like I said hard to me, so I don't know. Maybe that's what it sounded like to you guys, but that was a very, very, very difficult thing because I've never really worked out like that before, but I did that with everything. Lateral raises, I've never done lateral raises the way I did today. Like where you bring your arm up and then you slowly let it come back down. Never. And I was doing 10 pounds when I was tired at the end. Usually I'm doing 25 pounds for lateral raises. And usually when I'm lifting, I'm doing like, when I'm benching, I'm doing like 170, you know? So I really lightened it up today. So that it was nice. It was nice. Also, my cardio session at the end, I did just 1 mile walking up a 12-degree incline at 2.8 miles per hour, which isn't the fastest in the world, but it felt good for where I was at in my workout and how tired I already was from my previous training. So that was nice, but it also felt quite like easy. I wasn't super out of breath by the end of it. I wasn't like super tired or anything. I was quite sweaty, but then again, my car says it's currently 97 degrees out there right now, and my watch says it's 90, so it's a pretty warm day out, and it's really humid, which obviously the same thing is going to be said for in there. It's quite humid as well. So I mean, obviously they do have air, so that's good, but some of the lifting angles weren't as good as I was hoping they'd be. I don't know why. My lifting angles, I was hoping, I mean, I know why. It's just my tripod that I have isn't super tall. It's pretty small. And so I have to wrap it around stuff to get it to like hold. So in areas where I could find things to wrap it around and set it up, I was able to. But there are just some areas where I like had to just put it on the floor, and it looked like, you know, the old time of my phone recording me. So that was day 21, a lift day, a push day of all days. I don't know if you guys have like started to realize I do like once a week I'll do a push day, once a week I'll do a back and bicep day, so a pull day. And then if I'm feeling up to it, at some point in time I'll do a leg day. But all my cardio that I do is already using my legs, so I don't ever feel super needy to do legs. Which isn't the norm for me. I love doing legs, and I always have, and they're probably one of my strongest body parts, both physically and like aesthetically, okay? But with that being said, I don't ever feel the need to do legs right now. I really have to go hit legs, because I'm doing so much cardio at the moment, and hitting legs would just slow down my endurance, because I wouldn't be able to train the next day, legs. I wouldn't be able to run, really. So that's just how it is. So I think my next lift day is either going to be Friday or Saturday, which will be a back day. I'm excited for that, especially if I do that hypertrophic training again, the like real bodybuilder style training where everything's real slow and controlled and long eccentrics and pauses and all that shit. I think that would be really fun for my back day, so I'm excited. So thank you guys for coming with me on day 21, the gym session lift day. It was good. It was fun. Hopefully the camera angles were all right. I know they weren't great, but hopefully they passed due. I thought the bench angle was pretty cool though, right? Like above me, like looking down, you know? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see. My chest pump is pretty decent, you know? My shoulder pump is Let's get this. My shoulder pump is kind of left now, then again. That's fine. My tricep pump is practically non-existent at this point. I didn't do like any tricep stuff towards the end, so that's understandable. Just a big fan of this chest pump. I love a chest pump. It's good stuff. It's so pumped I can barely even like bounce them. I can barely flex my pecs right now. All right, well, whatever the fuck that was. Thank you guys for checking in on day 21. I've done this outro like 3 times now, or started it. It's been a joy, a pleasure. If you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new here and you want to continue to watch my journey to me, who started at 270 pounds, going all the way to running a marathon in Duluth next summer or maybe even sooner. If you guys want to watch that, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Yo, hey, no, I'm still here. It wasn't actually the end of the video. You got pranked. So I didn't post yesterday, even though I recorded yesterday. This is now day 22. What's up? How's it going? And we're about to go for a run. So I just got home yesterday and I just didn't want to edit anything. I just didn't feel like editing and posting. And so I didn't. But now we're here and I'm going to go for a run today. You know, this week has been pretty boring for me because honestly, I haven't really done much and it's been so freaking hot outside. Like right now it's 91 degrees out and humider than, I don't know, something that's really humid, right? So I haven't wanted to really go outside and run or exercise or do any work because it's disgusting outside right now. So I've been just doing a lot of stuff at the gym. With that being said, I'm gonna go for a run at the gym on the treadmill and just see how it goes. You know, my normal runs at the gym, hoping for like 5-ish miles. Haven't really done anything today, so I'm gonna do like a nice little warm-up walk, just walk around either up top or up top is like the track that goes around the outside of the gym. I think I've showed you guys that once before. So I'm either gonna walk there or I'll walk on, oh shit, almost dropped my camera. Or I will walk on a treadmill for a little bit just to get warmed up. Because I haven't really done a whole lot of movement. After yesterday's chest workout though, I am feeling sore. It's like a good sort of sore feeling though, honestly. Like I can really feel my pecs and their soreness. And also, I mean, my tris are a little sore. They're not as bad as my shoulders or my pecs, which makes sense. I don't think I worked my triceps as hard as I worked my pecs and my shoulders. So that's understandable. With that being said, I think it's about, oh my God, that was cottonwood. I think there's like a bird that flew over next to me, but it just ended up, it was a big piece of cottonwood. With that being said, we're gonna go now and run on the treadmill for a little bit. I'll bring you guys with me. I might show you guys like the end of the workout or something like that. There's really nothing to film while running on a treadmill, you know what I mean? So this, oh well, whatever. We'll see what happens. So I'll see you guys later in just a minute. For you guys in just a second. For me, I don't know when I'm gonna see you next, but I'll see you then. This is a lie. It's a dirty lie. I actually ran 5.14 miles. Feels good. I did it in 63 minutes. That watch is a lie too. It's shit when it comes to indoor stuff. Like I've definitely felt I can't even, dude, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm so distraught. I'm gonna restart this video over. Yo, I just tried to speak for like 30 seconds and didn't make a single complete sentence. I'm pretty out of it right now. That was a very difficult run, but I'm really happy that I did it. So 5 miles of continuous running in 63-ish minutes. It's a little scuffed because I was going pretty much 5 miles the entire time. For the last like mile, I was at 4.8 miles per hour. I was doing 5 miles per hour, and then for the last like mile-ish, I was at 4.8 miles an hour. So I can't really say the whole time I was at 5 miles an hour because, well, I just straight up wasn't. So But it's a little weird because in the middle of it, I paused the run to go and grab a drink of water because my throat was starting to get a little dry. I say. It was painful to swallow. And so I ran over to grab a quick drink of water just to like wet my mouth. And when I came back, I accidentally hit pause again, which just ended the workout completely. Well, I didn't accidentally hit pause again. In my mind, for some reason, I thought if I pressed pause and then I pressed the pause button again, it would like work as an unpause button, because I thought maybe quick start would just start over a new workout. I don't freaking know. I should have looked at the message that was scrolling across the screen telling me how to continue the workout or to start a new one. But either way, I started a new one. And then when I paused that workout, it was like 3.14 miles. And then when I started a new one, I went to 2, so 5.14 miles. Not terrible, I think. Not great, but not terrible. It was really hard though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had to get to the point where I was like telling myself, oh, you only have to run for like 0.1 more miles, and then you can stop, and then you can take a break, and you can walk the rest of the way. And then I get that 0.1 more miles done, you're like, oh, but you're so close to 0.5 now. It's only like 0.25. You have to do more, Might as well get that. And I just like continued like setting tiny goals in front of me, which is exhausting. It's completely exhausting because by the end of it, after you set like 4 or 5 goals in front of you, like little tiny micro goals, you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to complete the whole thing anyways, so it's not even helping anymore, Oh, but yeah, it was a mentally exhausting run as much as it was a physically exhausting run. My legs don't actually feel terrible. I'll tell you what, when I got off to go get that drink of water, I just went straight from full running to like a dead stop to walking over to the water fountain. My legs were like stiff, like freaking walking through like honey. It was like, and they were completely numb. So maybe they'll hurt again in like 3 hours or something, but at the moment they don't hurt that bad. So big up there. Yeah, it was super mentally exhausting. But honestly, I think that's what cardio is. I think cardio is a lot of like a mental game. Like, obviously cardio is physically exhausting. It just is. It's like one of the most physically exhausting things you can do is cardio, but it's also like a lot mental. Like you really have to push yourself if you want to do well. So, yeah, that was a hard run. But it was a good run. It was the longest and fastest I've ever ran. My other 5-mile runs have been much slower. So that was good. That was really good. I'm really happy with that. So I kind of have a new goal of how I want to train for this. Now, with this being said, I'm not doing a training program. I'm not like sticking to anyone's program. Okay. I'm just doing this off the top of my friggin' head because that's how I am. And I don't want to use a program. I just want to do it myself. With that being said, I have a thought process of how I want to do this. This could be a horrible way to do it, right? But my goal is to run the marathon, okay, in like 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's my goal, right? So that will come to about an 8 mile per hour pace, right? So how I'm planning on getting an 8 mile per hour pace for an entire marathon is this. I was going to say it's quite simple, but it's not. It's no less simple or more simple than anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way up to the point where I can run at 8 miles an hour for 5 miles. Okay. I want to get to that point. And then every single next run I do, I will up the mileage a little bit. Now, I know you're supposed to run for time, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's like fairly similar. If I wanted to run for time, I would just run 8 miles if I wanted to run for an hour, So maybe I'll do something like that. I'm still thinking about how to actually do the program, but who cares, honestly? It is what it is. So after today, well, now I'm going to go home and get something to eat because I am exhausted. I'm very hungry and I feel very out of carbs. I need some carbs. So I'm going to go get some carbs in me. And this is probably where I'm going to end the video, and I'm actually going to upload it this time, guys. You won't see me again for until the next video. So, great. Thank you guys for checking in. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. As always, it's a pleasure to be making these videos, and for people to be watching them is super cool. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.